الحمد لله وكفى والسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى وأزلفت الجنة للمتقين وبرزت الجحيم للغاوين وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إنكم لتموتون كما تنامون وإنكم لتبعثون كما تستيقظون ثم أو نار أبدا أو الجنة أبدا أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. Only if we change ourselves, only if we change our behaviors, only if we change our lifestyles, only if we change ourselves, then Allah is waiting for us to host us. This is the idea that we believe in. That we believe that this world is temporary and we are sent here to be tested in what behavior we are going to live our lives. This is the test. So in Quran, there are behaviors mentioned, behaviors of the people of Jannat and behaviors of the people of Jahannam. Allah, those who will change their behavior, change their lives, change themselves, then Allah will host them in Jannat. Then Allah has prepared Jannat for them. وَأُزْلِفَتِ الْجَنَّةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Those who feared me, those who stepped on their wrong desires, those who locked their eyes, locked their ears, those who locked their tongues, those who said, we're going to wait, we're not going to fulfill our desires here, we're not going to rest here, we're not going to avoid Allah here, we're not going to turn our backs on Allah. Those who said this, then, Allah is saying, Innal abrara yashrabuna min ka'sin kana mizajuha kafura aynan yashrabu biha ibadullahi yufajjirunaha tafjira yufuna bin nadri wa yakhafuna yawman kana sharruhu mustatira. Those who had the behavior of fearing the hereafter, those who were scared from the hereafter, those who knew that this great destruction is going to come. إِذَا الشَّمْسُ كُوِّرَتْ وَإِذَا النُّجُومُ انْكَدَرَتْ وَإِذَا الْجِبَالُ سُيِّرَتْ. A small earthquake comes. A little bit Allah shakes the earth, and how frightened we get. How frightened we got. We couldn't stay at home. We had to leave outside. We left everything. We stopped thinking about everyone and we went outside. That is nothing compared to what is about to come. اقترب للناس حسابهم وهم في غفلة معرضون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم. Imagine that zalzala, that earthquake about which Allah is saying is a huge thing. Allah is saying, يَوْمَ تَرَوْنَهَا تَذْهَلُ كُلُّ مُرْضِعَةٍ عَمَّا أَرْضَعَتْ. On that day, every breastfeeding woman is going to forget the child. Those who have experienced this, those who have seen those mothers who have this small infant breastfeeding babies, they are not unaware of them even while sleeping. You will see that she is sleeping, and here the baby just do a little bit voice comes from the baby and she is awake. And no matter what room she is in and what room the baby is in, she is still connected. Her mind is still working. But that day, that zalzala, that earthquake, that sound will make her forget that baby. وَتَرَى النَّاسَ سُكَارَى وَمَا هُمْ بِالسُّكَارَى وَلَكِنَّ عَذَابَ اللَّهِ شَدِيدٌ. You will see people as if they are intoxicated, but they're not going to be intoxicated. We are intoxicated now. We are intoxicated now with our desires, with our lust. But on that day, a person will sound intoxicated, but he's not going to be intoxicated. Umahum bisukara. That sound will make him forget everything. That sound, that destruction will make him forget everything. يوم يفر المرء من أخيه وأمه وأبيه وصاحبته وبنيه. A person, right now, as soon a problem comes, we run towards our family. Okay, let me discuss this with my father, with my mother, with my brother. And from every problem, my family comes around me. They're gonna save me. If I fall sick, everybody comes and take care of me. If I get a huge loan on me, everybody comes and helps me out. Oh, I have an exam, everybody helps me out. Okay, let him prepare, let him read. Be silent. Everybody helps. The same people will run away from me on that day. On that day, everybody will run away. But only if we change our behaviors. Only if we change ourselves. What I was reading, Ajib, Allahu Akbar. That Mushrikeen, they came and they said, وَقَالُوا نَحْنُ أَكْثَرُ أَمْوَالًا وَأَوْلَادًا وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمُعَذَّبِينَ. When they were like, we are warned that that day is about to come, the meeting of Allah is about to take place. Like we are warned. On that day, Mushrikeen were warned also. So Mushrikeen, they used to say, don't you see that we are wealthy? Don't you see we have big family? Don't you see we have power? وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمُعَذَّبِينَ. We are not going to be punished. So Allah revealed an ayat. Allah said, وَمَا أَمْوَالُكُمْ وَلَا أَوْلَادُكُمْ بِالَّتِي تُقَرِّبُكُمْ عِنْدَنَا زُلْفَى إِلَّا مَنْ آمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا فَأُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمْ جَزَاءُ الضِّعْفِ بِمَا عَمِلُوا وَهُمْ فِي الْغُرُفَاتِ آمِنُونَ. This is what Allah revealed. Allah said, your family, your wealth is not going to bring you close to us. It is not a mean for you to become that. It doesn't mean that you have a big family and you are wealthy. It doesn't mean that you are beloved of ours or you are close to us. إِلَّا مَنْ آمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا. Those who changed their behavior, those who changed the idea they were living with their lives, and those who changed their deeds. فَأُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمْ جَزَاءُ الضِّعْفِ. Multiple rewards are waiting for them. وَهُمْ فِي الْغُرُفَاتِ آمِنُونَ. Their rooms, their houses, they're going to live in there peacefully. Subhanallah. Allah has modified. Allah has beautified. وَأُزْلِفَتِ الْجَنَّةِ. How do I translate this? وَأُزْلِفَتِ الْجَنَّةِ. I kept on thinking about this all day long. Allah Himself is beautifying that place for us. Just change your behavior, my dear brothers and sisters. Just stop yourself right now. Just change yourself. We are running away, we have to run towards. Every single thing what we are stopped here from, Allah has prepared for us in Jannat. The women's in Jannat, the drinks of Jannat, the housing in Jannat, the meeting of Allah in Jannat. Today is Friday. There are going to be three categories. Three categories of Jannat. Three levels. Executive, what do you call it? Executive package, There are three packages in Jannat. One package, one level for those who just passed. Passing marks. Barely passed. They're going to get to see Allah every Friday. And that look of Allah, that meeting of Allah is going to be that pleasing, that sweet, and that amazing that they will even forget Jannat. They will forget their family in Jannat. They will forget the the taste of Jannat. When we go out, when we get tired, we plan and we go out for a scenery, for a trip, and we find the best place to be to for the vacation. Allah. And when we see once we see a place, once we see that vacation place, then we are done. The next time, if you say to the family, let's go to that place, and the family say, no, we are tired, let's go, let's find some other place. Let's find some other place. This is the greatest defect Allah has placed in this dunya, that every single thing from which you get tired. No matter how great of a face, how beautiful a face is, you will still get tired. No matter how great of a technology it is, you will still get tired. No matter how pleasing that sound is, you will still get tired. How sweet that tone is, you will still get tired. But Jannat, waladaina mazid. Every single moment Jannat will change. Every single moment the taste will change. And in a hadith, in a narration, it comes, a person in Jannat, he will be sitting, and a scene will open in front of him. A sight will open in front of him, and he will start looking, and he will lost himself in that sight, and he will keep on looking at it for 70 years. For 70 years, he's going to be just lost in that one scene. Then Allah will send someone. A hur will come, and he will put a hand on his shoulder, and he will say, "Aman lana fina raghba," where you have lost. And when he will turn around, when he will see her face, we are attracted towards these filthy faces. We are attracted towards this shamelessness nowadays. My dear brothers and sisters, just hold on. Just hold on to yourself. Just quit looking at these things. Allah has prepared Jannat, hur in Jannat. Allah has prepared those people for you in Jannat you will never get tired of. The riwayat, it says, her cheek is going to be that clear, that transparent, that a person will see his own face in her cheek. You are neglecting that for these filthy faces. This is the time to change ourselves, to change our behavior. Otherwise, there is another side on the day of judgment. May Allah save us. Just last night we recited this ayat, وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَهُمْ نَارُ جَهَنَّمْ لَا يُقْضَى عَلَيْهِمْ فَيَمُوتُوا وَلَا يُخَفَّفُ عَنْهُمْ مِنْ عَذَابِهَا كَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي كُلَّ كَفُورٍ. Allahu Akbar. Those who did not change their behavior, those who lived their lives in negligence, those who lived their lives in their lust, in their laziness. That's the greatest quality. I was thinking, whenever Allah talks about people of Jannat, Allah says this: "Ulaika yusari'una fil khairat." They are rushing towards the good deeds. They're always looking for good deeds. Wahum laha sabiqun. They are competing each other in good deeds. This is the time to compete with each other. You recited 10 juz, I'm going to recite 15. You offered this many salah, I'm going to recite this much. You offered 1 hour tahajjud, I will offer 2 hours. This is the time. This is the time to change. When you will see Jannat, then you will regret. Because it comes in a hadith. Every person who will die is going to regret. The Sahaba asked, they inquired, Ya Rasulullah, those who disobeyed, they're going to regret. We understand that. But those who obeyed, those who changed their behavior, those who lived the life Allah wanted them to live, why are they going to regret? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, when they will see Jannat, when they will see the technology there, when they will see the rewards of Jannat. Why I use this word a lot, because this is the time of technology. It's an era of technology that we live in. But I want you to think about one thing. No matter what this human being has invented, no matter what this human being has created, it is still under his human comprehension, his brain comprehension. And no matter what they are going to create, whatever luxury they're gonna find out, they're gonna start having it until the day of judgment. It will still not beyond human comprehension. It's still under human comprehension. You will think that, then you will create, then you will invent. But the beginning of that Jannat, Allah is promising us, ما لا عين رأت ولا أذن سمعت ولا خطر على قلب أحد. Allahu Akbar. That Jannat, no eye have seen it, no ear have heard it, no heart, no brain, and a friction of it has not passed on any heart. You can't even imagine that. What is Allah is preparing us. My dear brothers and sisters, we are living our lives without thinking that Sahaba had their minds filled with the desire of Jannat. The scenes of Jannat used to be before their eyes. They used to watch Jannat with their eyes. A Sahabi, he is coming back from the battlefield, and a Sahabi is going towards the battlefield. And he is saying, "Where are you going? Why are you leaving the battlefield?" In Uhud, this happened, that all of a sudden they were attacked and they were to disperse. So this Sahabi, he was running towards the battlefield where the non-Muslims were attacking Muslims. So he said, "Where are you going? Why are you leaving the battlefield? I can smell the fragrance of Jannat from this mountain. I can smell it. I can smell it." They used to smell, they used to think about Jannat so much. They used to listen and talk about Jannat so much that they used to start smelling Jannat. Physically, they used to start smelling Jannat. My dear brothers, this is the time to change ourselves. This is the time to run towards it. Otherwise, the people who did not took advantage of this time, the people who did not change themselves, the guardians of Jahannam will call out to them, "Alam ya'tikum rusulun minkum." Nobody came to warn you. يُنذِرُونَكُمْ لِقَاءَ يَوْمِكُمْ هَذَا. Nobody reminded you of this day. When people of Jahannam will be standing before the gate of Jahannam, they are going to be told this. Nobody came to warn you. Nobody told you to hold on to yourself, hold on to your desires. Nobody told you to don't fulfill your desires. Don't step in the command of Allah. Nobody told you that. قَالُوا بَلَا. They will say, "Yes, people told me." They will say, "Yes, we are warned. وَلَكِنْ حَقَّتْ كَلِمَةُ الْعَذَابِ عَلَى الْكَافِرِينَ." The decree of Allah took over them. The decision of Allah took over them. وَهُمْ يَسْتَرِخُونَ فِيهَا رَبَّنَا أَخْرِجْنَا نَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا. They're going to be shouting in there. I was just thinking, when our family members, they start shouting, how torturing it is. The kids, they start playing around and they start shouting and yelling on each other. How torturing it becomes. And we say, "Calm down. Why are you shouting? Why are you yelling? Play peacefully. Don't shout. We can't sleep while they are shouting." Allahu Akbar. Imagine that Jahannam where everybody is shouting, when everybody is yelling, cursing each other. How torturing that is going to be. وَهُمْ يَسْتَرِخُونَ فِيهَا رَبَّنَا. And they will be shouting, "Ya Allah, just take us out once. رَبَّنَا أَخْرِجْنَا مِنْهَا نَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا إِنَّا مُوقِنُونَ." Now we have believed. Now we have understood. Now we have seen. Now we have heard it. Allah will say, "Avalam nu'ammirkum ma yatadhakkaru fihi man tadhakkara." Have we not given you this much time in life that if one wanted to change himself, could have changed? Have we not given you that much time? Have we not given you the opportunity to change your behavior? But you did not change. You kept on living the same life all these years. Ramadan after Ramadan, Ramadan after Ramadan came, but your behavior did not change. Your life did not change. Your idea you were living with, that did not change. My dear brothers, why am I mentioning this? Is because one of the meaning of Laylatul Qadr, one of the meaning of Qadr is decree. There are multiple meanings. Qadr means value also. Qadr means power also. Qadr means decree also. So Laylatul Qadr is the night of decree in which Allah decides. Many decisions are made at this night. We still have a chance. We still have several nights left. In this night, on one hand, we have to do good deeds, but what we really need to focus on, what we really need to beg Allah is to change the decision of ourselves. It's Allah who decides to change the heart. And like this, the heart changes. Like nowadays we say, I wanted to stop, but I can't stop. I wanted to do, but I cannot do. I don't want to do this, but I do it. You never asked Allah, you never begged Allah, you never put your forehead on the floor and rubbed it and asked Allah, oh Allah, change my heart. Oh Allah, change my behavior. This is the night to ask Allah to change our behavior. This is the night to ask Allah, oh Allah, now I want to change my life. I don't want to live like this. I don't want to live in the disobedience. I don't want to look at these filthy things all day long, all night long. I don't want to do this. You changed my heart. And once Allah changed it, oh, imagine the fun and the sweetness and the joy you get in these filthy things, the same you start getting in the good deeds. What beautiful life is going to be. You just can't, as soon you offer salah, then you just can't wait to offer salah again. Imagine that heart. Imagine that heart when you open Quran, you just don't want to close Quran. Imagine that heart which never lets your eye go out of control. Never lets your ears go out of control. Imagine that life. Ask Allah that life. This is the time to ask Allah. Laylatul Qadr, night of decree. Fiha yufraqu kullu amrin hakim. On that night, I was reading this one riwayat. I was reading this one riwayat that the angels descends on this night on the world in the world, and they are more in number than the grains of the sand in this world. This many angels comes into the world at that time. And why this many angels? Because in this night Allah decides how one is going to live the whole next year. Who is going to get married? Who is going to get a house? Who is going to live? Who is going to die? Who is going to get how much happiness? Who is going to get how much sorrow? All the decisions are made in this night and given to angels to apply them. This is the night to change our decision, to change the decree of Allah in ourselves. And dua, it changes the decree of Allah. It changes the decision. So I ask everyone and myself also that, put every ounce of your energy in this night and ask Allah to accept us. It is not like that we are not doing good deeds and we are disobeying Allah from our own choice. Allah did not accept us. Allah did not accept us. We never ask Allah to accept us. Allah did not accept us. So we need to present ourselves and show Allah, oh Allah, I am ready to be accepted. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun ala al mursalin. Alhamdulillah.